I think everyone should be more into puppy play, and that's why I did what I did, right? Um, I wore floppy puppy ears to my grandma's funeral because, in my mind, my thought process was grandma would have wanted me to express myself. No, 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 the fuck she didn't or wouldn't because you know, yeah, she would have wanted me to wear a suit and stop embarrassing the bloodline. But, however, comma again, I think everyone should be more into puppy play, right? Anyways, so we get there. Everyone's dressed like, or we get to the funeral, right? Everyone's dressed like they're attending the saddest business meeting in history because for some reason the funeral attire in my family is always like extravagantly formal instead of just normal formal, right? We got black suits, black dresses, and there's me, right? Wearing floppy puppy ears and a two-piece suit that I did spend like 2 grand on, but that's besides the point, right? Every single person who walked past me had the same facial expression. It wasn't anger, it wasn't even confusion. It like if I could describe it, it would be like what series of catastrophic decisions led him here, right? So my aunt pulls me aside and she goes, "Why?" I didn't have an answer. So you want to know what I did? I came up with the first answer that I could think of in my head, right? I came up with, well, I mean, I think everyone should be more into puppy play. Um, that's where I was. Then the funeral director looks at me, looks at the ears, looks back at me, and I swear I watched him reconsider his career choices. So here's the overall lesson, right? Um, there is no overall lesson. However, because I want to yap a little bit, right? I genuinely believe every human being gets one decision in life where if God was grading on a curve, he'd write what the fuck in red ink, right? And just move on. Th- this entire situation was mine. Um, so but before you judge me, actually no. Go ahead and judge me. I deserve it, right? My grandma passed away. Everyone's crying. The house is quiet. Everyone's putting on their funeral clothes, and then me, I'm wearing some puppy ears, right? Because hey, I think everyone should be able to experience the joy of being called puppy, being called a good boy, good girl, good whatever you identify as. We're progressive over here. We include everyone. Um, it was one of those situations where it was like I'm doing this for her, right? Because my grandma was always my biggest supporter, right? She 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 would want me to express myself in a way that I am comfortable with, right? I mean, hell, my family knows how I get down. I kid you not. I'm gonna lean in a bit when I say this. My dad walked in on my girlfriend calling me a good boy and tugging on a leash that I had bought for myself one time, but that's besides the point. Um, anyways, right. So yeah, moral of the story, I guess, don't wear puppy ears to your grandma's funeral. Yeah. Peace.